this piece of art I made isn't working for me. I wanted to make it pop. So after a few changes, I turned it into this. But I didn't just stop there. 10 minutes later, I also had this and this. Can you tell what I did to change it? Of course you can, you're an artist. Well, in this video I'm going to show you the secret that all artists across all industries have been using to make their artwork look fantastic. And the funny thing is that it's one of the simplest and easiest things that you can do in an illustration. And stick till the end, because then I'm going to give you a little extra tip that will help you with your finishing touches. So here's the full image. What I changed, of course, was the way that I use light in it. This particular way of using light has been used by photographers, filmmakers, and other illustrators, and even YouTubers to make their characters pop from the background. This is super easy to do, and once I show you how to do it, you will start noticing a massive change in your artwork. The first technique is, you guessed it, is the rim light. The rim light is the small line of light that helps define the silhouette of a character to bring it forward from the background. Now I want to show you this in the simplest way as possible so you can get it real fast. Here's a ball. If you light the ball from above, it would look like this. But if you were to hit it from behind, the light would hit only the back of the ball, which we can't see. But if the light were behind the ball by slightly to the side, we would see part of the light bouncing our way. This is the rim light. Do you see how it helps to bring the ball forward from the background? In order to get this right, you need to follow a few steps, and I'm going to walk you through them. So first, you place your light sources. Ask yourself a simple question: where is the light coming from? And listen to me. Focus on my voice. Don't limit yourself to how light behaves on nature. It's like in the movies. Where does the light come from? Well, from the same place where the music comes from. If it helps you with your illustration, it's okay to do it. Light sources can come from places outside of your illustration. You don't need to explain it. I mean, don't add disco lights to a night scene in the forest, but if you don't make it too distracting, you can get away with it. Now that you have your light sources, you focus on the shadows. You can do this the old school way, with a multiply layer on top of your characters. In order to get the most out of your rim light, it is best if you just apply one big shadow to your character. And in this image, I'm going to use it this way just so we can make the rim light extra obvious. So now that you have your light source and your shadow, it's time to paint the rim light. Now listen, it is not just the line that follows the edge of the character. You need to focus on the shapes and how the light would hit them. Search for photography examples and use them as reference. This is not super easy to get right at first, but in time, you will. And now, a super tip. Once you have your rim light, choose the color of your light source and apply a thin line of that color. If your light source is white, just apply a small but very saturated version of the local color of the character that you're painting. In this case, it is a fox, so it's going to be orange. And look how good it looks! But this is not all. I know it, and you know it too. So let's look at the shots again. Besides the rim light, what else do you think that is there that helps bring the character forward from the background? Yep, you got it right, it is atmosphere. And this is even easier than the rim light. And yes, this is also something that movies and photographers use a lot. Just throw some fog behind the characters and use it to separate the characters from the background. Even Gox has a fog machine for his videos. And for this, you just need to add a layer between the foreground and the background. You set it to screen, and then you can either use a gradient or paint with a soft brush. Artists use this a lot, and if you pay attention, you will find it everywhere. So now you have the rim light, and you have the fog. Do you want to know the extra tip? Of course you do, why else would you be here? Remember how I said that light doesn't need to match nature, just feel natural? Well, now that you have your rim light and your shadow, you can add a little bit of fill light from the opposite side of the rim light to bring the character forward a little bit more. So here, in this night scene, I use a small orange light by setting the layer to hard light, and then I paint it over the fox with a bit of orange to contrast the blue light rim. Orange light on an orange fox, it's almost as if I planned it on purpose. So there you have it. Rim light, a little bit of fog, and a little bit of fill light. Listen, if you're going to put this on practice, I would love for you to show me. So just tag me on every social media available ever, that is at Javi Can Draw, just like this YouTube channel. Please, I'm eager to see what you can do with this. And if you want to see another tip that will help you make your artwork even better, I have it right here.